further ado, let's get picking our fantasy Premier League of team of the season for 21-22. Now, last season, I did okay last season. There's no way to look right now. I think once I pick my team, I might be able to see how I did last season. I did okay. I had quite a good start to the season. For the first time ever, I managed to do it all the way through the season. There was a few, like maybe 4 or 5 weeks where I forgot to do it. Or forgot the deadline, rather. But other than that, I managed to keep it up. I know a lot of people will start this thing and then they'll tail off and forget to do it. We are going to be doing it. The plan with this is to pick my team today. And I think every game week, I will do a new video explaining, or try and do a new video explaining my additions, my changes, why I've picked a certain team, why I've subbed someone in, subbed someone out, and so on and so forth. So it could be quite good to document this and and just see how we're doing. Really, I'm not one of these people that look up tips for Football Manager online. I'm not going to look up at Football Manager. Sorry, Fantasy Football Online. I'm not going to be looking at who should I buy? Should I just go for the good players first? Should I go for players I think are going to score first? Look, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna add my own logic to it. What I think is going to work, what's not going to work, and so on, so forth. Now, the first thing I want to do, what I tend to do, is I will assess the fixtures of each game week, and I'll just try and predict who's going to have a good first game. Right now, it's almost impossible to predict what's going to happen on the opening game of the season. This is always mental. There's usually not many goals either in the first game week. Everyone's still warming up. Everyone's still coming back. Maybe you've not got your full squad back, especially this season. We might see a game week where we don't see all the superstars that performed at the Euros. So we've got to take that into account. They might not all be fully fit or fully match fit. So I need to think about that. I need to think about who I want in my team going forwards. If I pick bait solely on, for example, I can see Arsenal going to play Brentford. Arsenal, without being too funny, they should beat Brentford, right? But do I want to put in the likes of Aubameyang when I could have Salah for the season? Probably not, right? So I need to try and balance it well. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to pick maybe... I'll probably pick 4 good players, 1 for each position, who I think are going to be consistently good throughout the season, right? Who are going to be really strong players and who are just going to score loads of points. Now, we're going to start with striker. We're going to do it back to front. We're going to start with a striker. Who do I think is going to be in the goals this season? Who do I think is going to score a lot of goals? Who do I think I had last season? Now, I also need to point out that this is being done on the 4th of August. This is a provisional squad, right? We've got Kane right there, the most expensive striker on fantasy football. Could still be going to Manchester City. It's not done and dusted yet. We don't know. So this could change. If I do change my squad for whatever reason, I'll put up another video explaining the changes. But for now, I'm just going to go based on who is where. Who do I think is going to have a very good season? Last season, I had Kane and Bamford in my squad. Very good strikers, got me loads of points. Are Leeds going to do as well this season? I don't know. I don't know. I've got a feeling that the other squads have maybe strengthened that bit more. I know they got Junior Firpo in defence. Other than that, I'm not really too sure who else they've signed. I don't know how well they're going to do. One player I'm backing to have a very good season is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think he might have a fantastic season and a decent season last year. 16 goals, 6 assists. Pretty good. I think under Rafa Benitez, just the way he plays, I think he could get the most out of Calvert-Lewin that we've seen yet. Ollie Watkins is another one for Aston Villa. They are strengthening massively. He could bag quite a few goals this season as well. 14 goals last season, 9 assists. His hold-up play is good. And they've now got Leon Bailey. If they keep Jack Grealish, which is still a real possibility, he could have another fantastic season as the Aston Villa forward. So they are shouts. Other shouts, Vardy, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. 15 goals, 4 assists last season. He's not showing any signs of slowing down. But will he be in the goals? Will he get as many goals this season? I don't know. I've got a question mark over Vardy. It has to be said. There's a question mark over Vardy. Question mark over Bamford. Kane, I think regardless of where he goes, he's going to score. Whether he's at Spurs or City. If he's at City, I think he's going to score a ton of goals. There's no two ways about it. A couple of other strikers. Firmino, I'm not going to touch. I just don't rate him. He didn't do great last season. 9 goals, 8 assists. Not too sure about that one. Danny Ings, we don't know what his future holds yet. Now, an interesting one is Timo Werner. Bit of a poor season last year. 6 goals, 12 assists. But the amount of chances that he created or were created for him was incredible. Now, did he just need the season to bed in? Potentially. So he is in with a shout of making my squad for this year, because I think Chelsea are going to do well. And I think Timo Werner is going to be pivotal to that. I think, and again, Cavani will score goals this season. There's no doubt about that. And someone else I'm backing to have a good season, maybe a little bit biased, is Anthony Martial. I think Anthony Martial will play a lot for us this season. I think he will get quite a few goals. People seem to think he's bad. Last season, yeah, he got 4 goals, 7 assists, right? Season before that, 17 goals, 9 assists. Season before that, 10 and 4. He's a great striker, really good striker. I'm backing him to have a decent season, especially with the likes of Sancho joining us. You know, he'll be putting him on a plate. And Cavani's not going to play every game. Rashford's out until October, November, having surgery. So Martial will get game time, and I'm backing him to be in the squad. I think the first player we're going to have to go with I'm gonna back my instincts, and I'm gonna go with Calvert-Lewin as the player that I think is going to be a consistent performer over this season. I think Calvert-Lewin's going to get quite a few goals this season. I think he'll play well for Rafa, and he's going to be up there. Let's go to midfielders. We're going to pick one very good midfielder that we think is just going to be consistent throughout the season. Now, Bruno Fernandes, £12 million, the highest point scorer last season in midfield. No doubt he'll have another great season again. He's going to be freed up a little bit. Now we've got a better centre-back. We are potentially looking to play in a more attacking formation this season coming. Heard rumours of a 4-3-3 being employed. If that's the case, then Fernandes is going to have free reign. However, he did not have a good Euros tournament. That cannot be disputed. He didn't have a good tournament. But I've never been one to back players based on how they were at the Euros. I mean, Calvert-Lewin barely featured at the Euros. And I'm backing him for a good season. Heung-min Son at Spurs. If Kane goes, he's their main man. So he could thrive on that. You know, he could thrive and become Spurs' star player and have another great season. The Liverpool lads, again, I think Liverpool are going to struggle this season to sort of push for that. I think they out of the teams who I think are going to make top 4, Liverpool are the ones that I think might struggle. They'll be on the cusp of being 5th or 6th, I think. Just my opinion. So that being said, I mean, we've got De Bruyne as well. De Bruyne, I mean, he didn't have a great season, did he? Not a great season. A great point scoring season, I'll say that. Didn't have a great point scoring season. However, he did the season before. So, who do we go with? I think just as consistency, it's got to be Bruno Fernandes. I've got to have him in there. You know, he's going to get points. There's no doubt about that. Will he be the highest point scorer? Maybe. Maybe not. But he's going to be up there. I think it's got to be Bruno. Defenders. Now, who do I think is going to keep the most clean sheets in the league this season? Will it be City? Will it be United? Will it be Liverpool? I don't think it'll be Liverpool. Will it be Chelsea? Chelsea, I think, are going to be a really hard team to break down under Thomas Tuchel. I think James is going to have a fantastic season for them. They've got Koundé coming in. Thiago Silva's still there. They've just got a fantastic defensive players. Chilwell, of course, as well. I think I'd go with maybe Chilwell. As for United, hang on, let's I need it sorted by price. Where's price? Why can I not just find... Wait. Oh, there it is, price. Jesus, that was way too hard for my head. Where's Raphael Varane? Oh, Varane's not on it yet. Okay. Alright, well, Varane might be a shoo-in for me. Maguire, I think he's going to have a very good season. Somebody, do you know what? This is a no-brainer for me. Again, maybe a bit biased, but based on his season last season, his Euros, how good he was at the Euros, and how much freedom I think he'll have this season to sort of push down the left-hand side and get involved in the attacks. I think it has to be Luke Shaw that goes into my side. Has to be Luke Shaw there. He's going to get loads of points this season, I think. I think he's going to be fantastic. Goalkeeper. Now, do you know what? Going into this, last season I picked Martinez. I picked Martinez when he was at Arsenal, and within a week he had secured a transfer to Aston Villa, and I was over the moon. And he ended up having a fantastic season, being one of the best. I think he was the highest point scorer last season for goalkeepers. 15 clean sheets, and I'm half tempted to put him in again. However, I think this lad here is going to have a fantastic season. Chelsea are going to be really hard to break down. I think Edouard Mendy could be one of the highest point scorers for this season. He's a bit more expensive than Martinez. I just think he's going to have a good season. Good morning, CG. How you doing, bud? Welcome back to the stream. Who else? I mean, maybe Dean Henderson is going to have a good season too. I think... Who have Chelsea got on the opening day? Chelsea got Palace on the opening day. And Villa have got Watford. I'm gonna go for Mendy. I'm gonna go for, you know, a team that's gonna be up there. Villa are gonna have a good season, no doubt. But I think Chelsea are, you know, especially if they get Lukaku, like they're rumoured to, they're gonna have a fantastic season. And Mendy's gonna be a vital player. I think it's gonna be consistent. Right, so that is the spine of our team. Mendy, Shaw, Fernandes, and Calvert-Lewin. Those four, I think they're gonna score us points throughout. So now I'm gonna go down. We're gonna take a look at the opening week of fixtures. We're gonna look at the first 2 weeks, right? We're gonna look at the first 2 weeks. Now, who's got the easiest fixture here? I'd say Liverpool, right? They're playing Norwich. You think they're going to score. They love scoring against Norwich. They love a couple of goals against them, right? Who have they got in the following week? Burnley. So I think we need to get a Liverpool player in there. What have we got left? £68.5 million left. Okay. So let's go. We think they're going to score loads of goals. Or do I just get a defender in? Do I get a defender in? I could get Van Dijk in there. Maybe. Could get a Van Dijk. Jota. Do we think Jota's going to play a lot this season? Maybe. Potentially, right? Kanate. He's a shout. I think I go for... Are they going to concede against Norwich? Possibly. Possibly. Let's go for an attacker. Let's go for Jota. I'm gonna stick Jota in there. I think he's gonna have a good season. I think Liverpool fans are getting fed up with Firmino. Jota might be the man. Do the business for Liverpool this season. And of course they play against Burnley in game week 2. Another team who I think have got a relatively straightforward fixture in game week number 1 is Chelsea. Now we've got Mendy in goal. Who have they got in week 2? Arsenal. Alright, so we're going to hold off on another Chelsea player for now. Everton. Everton have got Leeds next week. Southampton, then Leeds. Could maybe stick another Evertonian in there. But who would I go with? Would I go for a defender or would I go with an attacker again? But Lucas Dean. Don't think Sigurdsson's going to be playing much. Damari Gray, Townsend. I mean, they've signed Andros Townsend. They're going to use him quite a bit, right? Got Calvert-Lewin in there. I'm half tempted to go for Townsend, you know? James Rodriguez is apparently going to be leaving, so we won't bother with him. Or do I just play it safe and go Digne? Or Pickers? No, I don't need another 5 million goalkeeper. I'm thinking Digne or Keane, really. Or even Mina. I think Mina scored a few goals last season, right? He got 2 goals last season. Dean got 9 assists, so... You know, he's consistent. Let's put Lucas Dean in there for now. Who else has got an easy fixture? I mean, we've got Leeds. I'm not saying that's easy, but then we've got Southampton the week after. Let's see. I'm conscious that we're running out of money. We've got Sean Fernandez. Do I gamble and put Martial in there? You know, do you know what? Oh. Or Sancho. Do I put Sancho in there? Or Pogba. I mean, Pogba could stay, could leave. We don't know yet. I wonder if he's going to thrive with the likes of Sancho around him. But I do. Something's telling me that Martial's going to have a great season for us. Or do I just stay safe and go Cavani? No, I'm going to go Martial. This is all about picking players that no one else picks, right? I don't think a lot of people are going to pick Martial. Look, 0.9% of people have picked him so far. Let's gamble on him. Let's gamble on Tony Martial. Or do I go Cavani? Just trying to think now. Do we just go Cavani? It really depends on what formation we play. Because there's no Rashford. So who covers Rashford? Does Daniel James cover Rashford? Or does Martial? Or does Pogba? No, we're going to stick with Martial. I think Martial. I'm going to stick with my gut. Okay, who else is... We got 47.5 left. We are about halfway through. 36, 8. We've got 8 players left to select. 50, just under 50 million to do so. Who else do I think is going to have a good opening couple of weeks? Villa have got Watford first. And then Newcastle. So I think Villa might have a good opening week. Let's check out their players. Now they've got Leon Bailey. Has he been added yet? I don't think he's been added yet. Got Jack Grealish, Brendia. Tyrone Mings. Do you know what? We're going to get Mings in there. Do I go Martinez? Fight? No. We're going to get Tyrone Mings in there at the back. I don't know how many goals they're going to... I don't know how many goals they're going to actually concede this season. I think they're going to do pretty well. I don't know if they're going to be better going forwards, though, to be honest. So maybe I just go for like Begin, Traore. How did he do last season? Traore got 7 goals, 7 assists last season. He had quite a good year. Got Jack Grealish, but Jack Grealish might be off. I've got no City players in my team yet either. I don't know if I can afford Jack Grealish. If I put him in, I've got 39.5 left. Do you know what? We'll leave it for now. I want to put Grealish in. We will leave it for now. If I don't put Grealish in, then I will put in Traore. I think. Yeah. Oh, El Ghazi. El Ghazi did well last season. I think if we don't go for Grealish, we'll go for Traore or El Ghazi. So we'll leave that blank for now. Hey, Nana, how are you doing? McGinn? Yeah, maybe. Martial. So here's why I put Martial in. If we play a 4-3-3 this season, which is what we're rumoured to be doing, Rashford's out, right? So in the 3, we'll have maybe... Let's just hypothesize here. In the 3, we'll have Fernandes, Pogba, and then maybe... I don't know, maybe someone like Fred or McTominay or Matic or even Van der Beek. Okay, that'll be our 3 in the middle. And then our 3 forwards will be Cavani, Sancho, and then on the left, it would be Rashford. Now, Rashford's out. So who plays? Will it be Dan James or would he go with Martial? I think Martial's going to get game time either way. So we're going to go with Martial. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? We'll put Cavani in. There's only a 0.5 difference. We can always change that at any time. Just thinking the other Villa player I could put in. I might put El Ghazi in anyway. 6 million. Or do I go Ollie Watkins? Thing is, if I go Ollie Watkins, I definitely can't go Grealish. So I'm gonna go midfielder. I'm gonna go for Traore. We're gonna put Traore in. We'll leave a space for Grealish, and we'll see if we've got enough money come the end to put him in. Let's look at defenders, because I'm still wary that I've got 3 defenders and a goalkeeper to fill up, with just over 40 million left. Who do we think is going to keep a clean sheet? City are playing Spurs, and then they play Norwich in week 2. So surely City are going to keep a clean sheet. No, but I think they will. Let's look at their defensive options. I mean, it's got to be... If we're going cheap, I mean, just go Stones, right? Stones in there. I think, you know, he's gonna play with Diaz. I think we'll put Stones in there, centre back. Who else is going to keep a clean sheet in the opening 2 weeks? West Ham have got Newcastle first. Leicester second. Leicester have got Wolves and West Ham. I mean, maybe us, to be fair, but I've already got Luke Shaw in there. Chelsea have got Palace and Arsenal. Everton. I've already got an Everton defender in there. Maybe Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool. They should keep a clean sheet against Norwich and Burnley. They should, right? But who do we put in? Cheap. I mean, Van Dijk. Running out of money. Don't know. Do I go Van Dijk or Konate? I mean, Joe Gomez, is he going to be left out in the cold this season? Is it just going to be Konate? I mean, they've got to play Konate, right? How can he not play? How many people has he been selected by? He's been selected by 4.8. Van Dijk, 9.7. Gomez, 0.8. They've got to play Konate, right? They paid a lot of money for him. We've got 5 players left. 30.5. We're looking good. A goalkeeper. Let's have a look at goalkeepers. Who can we put in? That's nice and cheap. Let's look at the options. You got the Brentford goalkeeper, 4.5. The Brighton keeper, Sanchez. I mean, Brighton did alright last season. Or do I spend 5 mil on a keeper? Don't think I really want to spend 5 mil on a keeper. That's the thing. Let's leave the keeper for now because we're undecided. Forwards. Who else is going to score goals? Arsenal could score goals. Let's look at a maximum price of how many players we've got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at a max price of 6. Who is available? Pookie. Will he score goals? I'm not so sure. Ayew for Palace. He's got a goal in him. Not enough. Joe Linton. Deeney. I mean, Deeney's got a goal in him, isn't he? If Watford score, it's going to be via Deeney. Right? Right. Oh, it's really hard to sort of think about it. Let's just bump it to 6.5. I know it's a lot. Tony for Brentford. I mean, will he score the same amount of goals as he scored last season? Not quite as many, but I think he'll do all right. Do we put Ivan Toney in there? Do we gamble on a Brentford player? Who have they got? They got Palace next week. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's put Ivan Toney in there. I mean, if he's going to score, it'll be against Arsenal, right? Put Ivan Toney in there. Defender. Let's go for a cheap defender. Who have we got? 4.5. Or 4 even. Who's going to play for them? Let's do it like this. Let's go. Brentford. Who do I think is going to keep a clean sheet in week 1? Maybe Brentford, to be honest. Burnley. I think Burnley could keep a clean sheet in week 1. How much are their defenders? Yeah, here we go. Peters. Ben Mee. Let me get Eric Peters in there. Eric Peters as a cheapie. 19.5 left. What midfielders have we got? Who could score goals midweek? Again, maybe Brentford, maybe Leeds could get a goal against us. I can't rule that out. Everton, Leicester. What Leicester midfielders have we got? Perez. How did he do last season? 2 goals, 1 assist. Oh, jeez. And DD. Maybe not Leicester. Maybe. To be fair, I think we can put Grealish in there. I think we're going to have enough money to put Grealish in there, but we'll still hold off for now. Oh, West Ham. West Ham. I've not got a West Ham player in there. Let's go for... Speaking of West Ham, let's go for... Oh, Souček was awesome last season. Fornals, he was pretty decent. Yarmolenko. Declan Rice. We'll go Souček. We'll go Souček, right? Souček in there. And that leaves us with 13.5, which means I can go and get Jack Grealish. And then goalkeeper, at least us with 5.5. We can actually afford to put a decent keeper in there. This has worked out quite well. Again, a couple of gambles. Who's going to keep a clean sheet in week 1? I mean, I'm going to go with Mendy. And then week 2, I will probably go with... I mean, maybe the Villa keeper, maybe Martinez. He was so good last season. I think we go Martinez, right? Is that our team? Alright, I think that's our team. I think we did it, chat. That's going to be our provisional team. Mendy and Martinez in goal. Shaw, Digne, Stones, Konate and Peters in defence. Fernandes, Jota, Traore, Souček, Grealish. Across the middle. Calvert-Lewin, Martial and Tony up front. Now, this is subject to change. Again, if there were any late transfers over the next week, i.e. Grealish, or anything significant, maybe Kane, maybe we'll look at reshuffling the side. If I do that, then I'll make another video about it and explain the changes and why I did it. But for now, this is going to be my provisional squad. And I'm very happy with it. There's a couple of gambles, but that's what fantasy football's all about. It's taken a couple of gambles. Martial, probably one of the biggest. Only 0.9% of people have picked him. Maybe Calvert-Lewin's a bit of a gamble. Jota, potentially a little bit of a gamble. Other than that, Traore, again, I think some of these players will have a good season. We've got Mendy and Martinez in goal. I think those two, swapping in and out each week, will be good choices. And I'm looking forward to the week ahead. I will be creating a fantasy football league for my Twitch viewers and followers. So keep an eye out. I will be posting a code for that on Twitter, and it'll be on my stream. And of course, I'll include it in the YouTube description of this video once I've got it. So feel free to join. I've not yet decided, but there may be a prize for first place. We may do, like, I don't know, a copy of Football Manager or something like that as a reward for first place in my fantasy league. At the same time, it's going to be fun. We'll do other prizes like VIP in my chat and stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little... well, I won't say... No, it's not a little video. It's quite a long video, but just sort of my thoughts, me pondering over decisions, my sort of method of picking my team, my logic in team selections each week, and hopefully it helps you out with some of your team selections. Please, by all means, share your fantasy football teams with me. You can do it on Twitter, send me screenshots, do it in stream, and join the league. You know, it's going to be a ton of fun, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thanks for watching, and I will, like I said, I'll upload another video if I make any changes. There will be weekly videos, hopefully, weekly videos of my decisions regarding substitutions and transfers in and out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube.